Welcome to Pappy's Corner, where you can see everyday fixes, high-tech devices, and other baffling crap that doesn't mean anything. Today, I'm going to replace an entry door. And here it is. This is the entry door to my garage. And you can see here, it needs to be replaced. It's an old solid wood door. I'm going to replace it with a steel entryway door with a deadbolt. And I'm going to get started by taking off the casing, this trim around here, and I'm going to take the door off the hinges. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, now in order to take the hinges off, you need a drive punch and a hammer. And you can come in under the pins here on the hinge, and you just tap up on this. I'll leave my drive punch in there because the weight of the door is holding it. I'll just pull back on the door a little bit, pull my pin out, and I've got the other hinges already off, so I can just pull the door off just like that. There we go. And last board up here. So once you get this all tore out, we can look at putting in the new door. I've got the door frame all tore out, and I'm down to the rough opening right now. And here's the new steel door. It's a MASTERCRAFT. And I'm going to install that from the outside. Now I'm outside with the door, and I'm going to go ahead, open it up, and set it in place. Go. Now with the door pushed up on here, the door came with 2 screws, and that's to secure the door so it doesn't fall out. I'm going to go ahead, run a couple screws in here to hold the door in place. There, one. I'll put one in over here. Now that'll hold the door in place, and I forgot to tell you, I already checked to make sure that the door in, took my level on the hinge side, I put my level up here, and that thing's about as level and plumb as it can come. So now I'll finish screwing in the door, and I've got some flashing up here to take care of, but I'm going to run a little insulation in there, tack that down, and caulk all around the door, and then I'll trim off the inside with the casing. Now, back on the inside, you can see there's a gap around here, and I need to screw the door in some more, so I've got wood shims, and what you'll want to do, wherever you run a screw in, you want to make sure you have a shim there at that point. So I'm going to start up here on the top. Right there's a little gap, so I'm going to run a shim right there, and my screw right up through that shim. There we go. And just take that shim off just like that so the trim board can go around. And I'll go around here and I'll put shims in and run my screws in, get the door all mounted in. Okay, it's obvious I'm not a professional filmmaker because I went ahead and put the trim on and I forgot to turn on the camera. But there's no rocket science going on here. I'm sure if you've gotten this far, why, you can go ahead and figure out how to put your trim boards on. But what I wanted to show you is I'm going to go ahead and fill the old nail holes with plastic wood. And this is by DAP, and it's a natural color. You can get darker colors, but I'm going to go ahead and fill the old nail holes. Now here's a nail hole with a little chip. I'm just going to cut off the end of this tube, and I'm just going to squeeze a little bit into that hole, like so. Take a putty knife, and then I rub my finger over it just to get it smoothed over. And I'll let that dry. Okay, it's been 3 or 4 hours and it's dry now. I'm going to take some steel wool and just kind of go over it here to smooth it out. This way you don't take off the stain. Got one up here. That pretty much just takes it right down to where the filler is needed. Then I have this product here from Rejuvenate. You can go to rejuvenateinfo.com and check them out. And you want to find a color that's going to match good. And it looks like I was trying this color and it seemed to work pretty well. And you can come right in, put it on there, and then I just kind of brush it off with the steel wool like so. I might need a little more. There we go. Come down here. There we go. Well, there it is. How to install an entryway door. And be sure to check out my YouTube video, how to install a deadbolt latch. And there's the latch, there's a deadbolt. And remember, if you can't impress them with intelligence, baffle them with bullshit.